Thank you very much for staying tuned to Breakfast Weekend on Impact Africa Television. Now, you can't say there is a weekend without a proper party. Whether a party just with you in your room, just enjoying yourself, or a full blown, clubhouse, maybe even in your house, or you actually go out. And now we're bringing the party to you on this segment with a music artist. We have Feezy Sharif with us in the studio, but is popularly known as Don Feezy. Good morning. How are you?
Thank you for coming on the program.
How are you doing today?
I'm cool.
I can see that you're cool. You're giving me that cool vibe.
Let them know.
I like the leather jackets.
Yeah, thanks.
So talk to me about how Feezy Sharif transformed or transitioned into Don Feezy. How did music come about?
Actually, my name is Hafiz Sharif, and from Hafiz we were able to come to Feezy, So that's it. And the Don is when I was in the school,
Okay.
As an artist, they loved what I dressed and stuff like that. So they're like,
like a Don.
Yeah, like a Don. So that's just.
So why music in the first place?
It's a gift from God, so you can't do without it.
Okay.
Yes, actually, it's an inspiration. It comes apart from the gift, you understand. So you can't run away from it. Sometimes you just sit down and you just feel something is going on in your head, like you just want to say something about the happening. It's our way of sending a message to the people out there, you understand. And it's a God gift. So if you don't use it, God will take his thing, so you just have to use it. So
did you come from a musical background? Did you grow up listening to?
Not really at all. I did not come from a musical background. My dad is an imam.
I need you to project. Please speak louder.
Okay, my dad is an imam,
Okay.
So I did not come from a musical background.
Okay.
So, but it's just a gift, And it's not something like I like said, okay, I saw it, I want to do it. No, it was just in me. Sometimes I just want to run away from it, but I can't,
So, coming from an Islamic background, I mean, if your father is an imam, how did you come to start singing about? Because I heard your mother. I heard all those other love songs, and all those party songs.
Yes.
How did the mom feel about all this?
No, actually, if you get to listen to my songs, it's a little bit serene. I don't talk like blah blah blah. I make sure I watch what I'm writing, what I'm doing, and I make sure the lifestyle has to go something that should be acceptable, by the family and people out there. So I try not to break too much rules, Even if you get to watch the video, you see not much. I make sure, hey, she's
but it's still quite different from religious music.
Yes, the music, it has changed.
Okay.
Yeah, we are in a century where if you don't do it that way, it will not be acceptable.
Sure.
I have a song that I did without anybody, and it's not acceptable. And apart from you doing music because you have gift, and you still have to earn like money for you to also project, receive it's a blessing. It's a reward for the music, which you have to work towards it too. Understand? Because that other way you can also go far through this way, so that you'll be accepted, so that other message can later be passed properly to the audience, and to the fans.
Who are your musical mentors? People that you listen to their music and you love, and you're like, okay, I want to tailor my music alongside this person's.
Actually, I listen to Bob Marley, then Fela Kuti, and when you talk about the upcoming, the newly generation, Burna Boy,
Everybody wants to be like Burna Boy.
I can see.
Yes, but I my kind of music is creative. So it's not as if I'm trying to copy from anybody, but still you just have to watch and know what's trending, to also blend into.
What would you even call your genre of music? What kind of music exactly would you say you do?
I do hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah, I do hip hop because I want to be accepted internationally. I guess.
Oh, okay.
Not only internationally and also Africanly. So I do pure hip hop. I make sure there's a little broken and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yes. and I also rap with Hausa.
Really?
Because I can speak Hausa too, so yeah.
So you don't think that too many cooks are likely to spoil the broth? There's Hausa, there is hip hop, there is
Yoruba,
broken, there is Yoruba.
We are also learning Igbo so that we can also fix
Is that in a bid to appeal to all of these people? I mean, I'm sure that it's in a bid to appeal to all these people. But is it possible that when too much ingredients enter something, it's likely to lose its taste?
Sweeter, you know. Yes, they said and too much ingredient actually it makes it better, it makes it acceptable, more acceptable.
Okay.
Because for instance, you can't expect me to come from Abuja to come to Ibadan and come and be speaking Hausa. It's not totally, and we still have some Hausa people here in Ibadan which need to be reached to. Yeah, you cannot just go there and say, oh, me, I will not do with I would do with these people and all that. You still have to just put little Hausa so that they also accept what you are doing, you know. Then little Yoruba so that, and then also, like recently I've been invited to Abia for a show, and so it also has to be little Igbo small, you
so
know.
with all these innovations that you have brought up now, how do you rate your acceptance level? How well have people accepted you?
Really, I've been like accepted like let me say like for now 70%, because I do everything myself, the sponsor, the everything. I'm not under any label or stuff like that, so it's not easy for me to reach out to everybody. But with the little I'm doing, I'm like accepted like 70%, and people really invited me for shows, and I've been for like 3 months now. I've been going to shows like every week,
Back to back.
Big guy. It's not.
Why are you laughing? What's the truth now?
Yeah, sure. So it has been a blessing, you know.
So,
Alhamdulillah. So.
what's your creative process like? How do you generate the ideas and inspiration?
Actually, the inspiration it comes from the happening around. I don't just wake up and just start writing music, except if you need me to. But when it's happening around like that, I get to pick one or two things. Maybe sometimes I watch relationship, you know, friends, you know, and stuff happen. Sometimes the government. I have a song I did to 2011. I wrote it in the wall of my room. That was when I was in school. You know, the message to Mr. President is inspiration, you know, happening around, stuff like that. So, and the positive energy, you know.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite instrument? Something that, okay, this has to be on my rap or my music?
And not really.
Anyone goes.
Not really. I go with anything that sounds good, you know.
For a lot of artists, especially when it comes to hip hop artists, it's either women or substance. I don't want to mention substance. Maybe alcohol, maybe some other. Either of these two influence or inspires them to make music.
Sure.
For you, which is it?
Actually, none. No, actually none. Like my inspiration is strictly from the happenings around. Like actually women do like support, but you know, women are just like they come into the game to support, you know. You know, when it comes.
So in other words, women, right? I understand. No problem. I got you.
Not strictly.
No.
Yes.
Of course, not strictly.
Oh my God.
I understand you. Don't worry. We're good. So let's talk about your evolution process. How you've been growing. I mean, I don't know how long. How long have you started music?
Like I said, like 10 years.
10 years now. So let's say in the next 10 years, where do you see Don Feezy and his music being?
Like I said, I'm also gonna be wearing a different crown, you know.
Okay.
Like for instance, now you can see Burna Boy. He's wearing his own crown now.
Yeah.
So that's a different crown. So I think I'll be hanging like 2 crowns by then.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yes, well,
That's really
I can't really
interesting.
say it because African like Burna Boy now is like the African giant. That's a different crown for him. You know, nobody's gonna take that. So I don't know what mine is going to be, but I know it's going to be something different because I'm working. I'm very creative. Understand? I listen to people's music just to, you know, just for pleasure, you know, but not to pick one or two things. I make sure I create my own, even if it has to be broken or pure English, I make sure I try to create my own kind of stuff.
Okay.
So I'll be wearing something different.
All right. Wish you all the best. Can you do a quick freestyle for us?
Really? Oh, okay. Like, I don't really freestyle. Like, okay, something like, my swag is 1 in a trillion. That's why they call me chameleon. I got billion Brazilian Don.
You're not following any beat. Should I give you a beat?
No, it's a freestyle. It's a rap.
Okay, did it? All right.
Yeah.
Why on the
beat? Yeah. I'm a soldier. I mean it. Put your hands to the ceiling. Hip hop live in us from the beginning. We spinning. Yeah. Something like that.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Feezy.
Thank you
It's been amazing. Wish you all the best.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, from grace to grace to greater grace by God's grace. We've been speaking with Afiz Sharif, otherwise or more popularly known as Don Feezy. All right, so take a short break. We have something great coming next. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned.